Your mom was right. The root of a lot of your problems is your phone. It is because it's distracting you from making meaningful progress in goals that you would have had if you weren't distracted. It's distracting you. It's taking up your time, and your time is your life. Your time is your life. The things that you do every single day, that's what makes up your life. So if you're scrolling every day, then it's like you're not just wasting your time in that day. You are wasting your life. And I'm gonna get to actionable steps in this video, but it's so important to first acknowledge that our phones are the reason of so many of our problems. And it's so addicting. It's so addicting because you go on TikTok, you go on Reels, you watch a video and you're like, oh, I'll just watch one more, right? Because it's like 30-second, 1-minute videos. You're like, oh, I'll just watch one more. Then it's like 2 hours have passed by and you plan to take a 2-minute break, but it becomes 2 hours, and 2 hours of your life every day, it adds up. It's like that'll ruin your life. Like if you're just spending that much time constantly on these apps, and I'm guilty of it too. I do it too, but it's like, it's just, I don't feel good when I do it. You know, there was this joke on social media that like, you'd be like, oh, I have a stomach ache to your mom, right? And your mom would be like, oh, it's your damn phone. She was kind of right, because a lot of times, like, our feeling in our gut comes from how we spend our time, because your gut and your mind are connected, right? There's like the mind gut or brain gut connection, right? So it's a lot of people say your gut is like your second brain. So it can physically make you feel worse. It can make you feel sick by just how you spend your time, by just knowing that you wasted it. But you don't want to live like that. And the number one thing you could do to not waste your time is have some sort of mission, have some sort of goal, so that you know that that is more meaningful than scrolling. It is more entertaining than scrolling, because you have to actually do something challenging. You have a goal, and it won't feel like a quick hit of pleasure. It'll feel like meaningful progress. Like when you do a workout, right? It's a lot different. It's a lot different of a feeling than it is scrolling on social media, even though both things can be beneficial to you. Both things can feel good, but it's a different type of feeling good, right? Because it's like delayed gratification versus instant gratification. Instant gratification, it's like scrolling, video games, these things that come easy, but you feel good right now. But delayed gratification is going to be harder right now, but it will feel good later. So working out, right? A lot of times you're like, oh, I don't want to go to the gym, but you just go, and then after the workout, you're like, okay, I'm glad I did that. Same thing with like making videos. Like right now, maybe you want to be a content creator, but you haven't gotten started yet because you're like, oh, it's going to be kind of difficult. I might not be good on camera. But the thing is, like, you'll feel uncomfortable at first, but then you feel good after you make the video, after you post it, after you start to see the impact that your videos have. And yeah, maybe it'll take time, but it'll feel so meaningful that it'll feel like a mission. You'll feel like someone who's on a mission. The reason that like video games are also kind of addicting is because they give you a mission. You know, when you're playing a video game, you know what the mission is of your character. But if you have something in real life that could, like, you know, maybe make you money or have some sort of impact, then that can be your mission. And you got to choose something that you're actually interested in. Like, I love talking on camera. I love making these videos. So that's why I do this, because now I have a business on the side. I have coaching calls, and you can sign up for a free coaching call with the link in the description. And then I can make money from just doing something that I love, which is making videos, helping people improve their lives. And it becomes more purposeful when it's greater than you. If you really know that you can make some sort of impact in someone else's life, then it's not just you who's impacted by this. It's also the people that you could have helped. And you don't want to look back at your life and be like, man, I could have done all these things, but I didn't try. I wasted all my time scrolling on my phone. You don't want to look back at your life and think that. So the number one thing you could do is have some sort of mission, and it has to be greater than you. It's not just making a video. It's like, I want to have an impact on the world. I want to positively help people with my videos. Like, so that's one good mission, right? But it could be like almost anything. But you just need to have something that you're working towards, because if you're aimless, then you'll do things to fill up your time. And when you do things to fill up your time, obviously you're gonna pick like a lot of the easy things, like scrolling on social media, playing video games, Netflix. These things, they're so easy. That's why they're addicting, is because they're easy. But, you know, making videos, going to the gym, whatever it is that you want to do, that's more difficult. So it's obviously there's more resistance to it. But more resistance also means more meaning. It means, you know, a longer sense of gratification. It's delayed gratification rather than instant gratification. So that's step one, is you have some sort of mission. You have goals, because you just can't be aimless. If you're aimless, you'll just wander around, and of course, you're gonna get addicted to these things. So have some sort of goal. And the second step is to get started today. That means practice speaking on camera. That means like go to the gym, whatever it is, whatever the mission is that you defined, Start today. Just, it could be even something small that you do, but show yourself with some sort of action that you are committed to this, even starting today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait till next week. Just be like, okay, I'm going to record the video. I don't even have to post it. And then tomorrow I'll record again, and then eventually I'll start posting videos. But if you just get started, you do some sort of action right now, then you're proving to yourself that like this video that you're watching is not just for entertainment. It's actually for education. It's actually for changing your life. Because if you want to have life-changing advice, if you want life-changing advice, you have to make changes in your life. That's how the life-changing advice works. It's like, if you just sit around and don't change anything, nothing changes. So like, commit to start changing, because that's what's going to get you over this phone addiction. That's what's going to get you working towards a meaningful life, is commitment towards changing and then taking the right steps. And listen, it's not easy to overcome phone addiction. Like, these companies are literally, they're working 24/7 in order for you to be addicted to your phone. But even though it's not easy, you'll find something more meaningful. You'll look back at your life and be like, okay, I didn't waste all my time. I did things that I actually wanted to pursue. So even though it won't be easy, it will be worth it. Life's not easy, but it's worth it. Take care.